Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well and taking care of yourself. So, I am starting this new live sessions as part of my series of Behind the Art Scene on YouTube. And today I have an amazing curator from the Netherlands who is our guest and who has done very big, good, and global projects. And we also have worked together in the past. He's also running a gallery playroom in Netherlands, and he is going to talk about his work today. And all of that is going to be recorded and also posted on my YouTube channel. So if you're missing today, do watch it. Do watch about his work. If you are an art lover, you will love to know a different art scene which is in Europe, which we have mostly seen in our, in news, or a lot of artists in Pakistan don't know about it. So we are going to have Jeroen right now. Hello, Jeroen.
Hello.
How are
Thank
you
you for the
doing?
nice introduction.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much for coming here today for this session. And first of all, how do you pronounce your name? So, am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes, yeah, my name is pronounced Jeroen Van Paassen.
Okay.
And Jeroen is a typical Dutch name. In French, they say Jerome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So it's
I'm
you.
used to that everybody calls me differently. So in every country, I have a different name that is a little bit similar than Jeroen. But that's okay. So I'm flexible with my name.
Oh, that's a very good thing. That's nice of you. So about your work, you have a lot as a curator, and you have done projects such as global videos and global village as well, and then now you have a gallery as well.
Yeah.
So I think I would like to talk about global village first. Can you explain and tell us that how was it, and how did you curate it? What are the challenges, and what gave you this idea of exhibiting all the artists, internationally?
Yeah, the idea, because the Global Village is now about 10 years old. It started in 2009 when I came back from a trip to Berlin, and there I saw an exhibition with international artists and with live music, and the audience was from young to old. So families with young kids, but also like the elderly, they all came to see the art. And I was so inspired by it. And at that time, I was myself still an artist. And I think I want to have this kind of exhibitions to take part in as an artist. So that was the basic idea. And then I had the first exhibition in January 2010 in a big church in the city of Alkmaar, and that is around 30 kilometers north
Mhm.
of Amsterdam. And
Okay.
in that church, it was 3,000 square meters floor space. There were 70 artists from all around the world joining in that exhibition, because at that time you had social media was coming up. So I, as an artist, had contact with artists in Argentina or in Australia, and those contacts, I thought it was nice, but reacting to each other's artwork, that is always, well, you can learn from it, but what can I do more with it? So then I started to invite the artists that I know from social media for this exhibition in real life. And that was the idea of Global Village, to get people together in person and then to set up this exhibition and work together. And it turned out to be a success, because since then I've only been organizing art shows, and I don't have time to make my own artworks anymore.
Oh, okay. So how many shows have you done since last 10 years? Do you do it every year?
The Global Village, because it was with 65 artists worldwide, it took me each time 2 years to prepare everything. The organization, 90% I did everything of the organization. So it took me so much time. And with the funding we get, we only had our costs covered. So there was no salary or anything for me. So I had to do it next to my normal job. And so that was every 2 years. But in between, we had smaller exhibitions. So I think that now in total, with Global Village, I think about 20 over the 10 years. So two
Wow.
a year on average.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's great. Okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
now
That's
last year we didn't have any show because we were supposed to go to China, but well, we know the story. That didn't happen.
yeah. And if you go to China, you can come to Pakistan as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Meet
I,
us
I
here.
still have it on the
Or maybe
agenda.
curate something here. Yeah, yeah, that would
Yeah,
be great.
yeah. It
So,
is still on the agenda to come one day to Karachi. That
yes, yes, for sure.
yeah.
And another thing is that I want to ask is that that how many countries have you exhibited Global Village so far?
Well, most countries, that is, of course, the Netherlands, where I'm living, Germany, and Denmark. That are the countries that I have been multiple times. But also in France, Finland, Macedonia twice, Azerbaijan. Um, yeah, so in more countries, yeah, Belgium, yeah. But
Okay. And
yeah,
and no, because considering the lockdown, so after COVID, so what's your plan with the Global Village? Are you taking it further next year or what's happening?
Now, with Global Village, everything is a little bit on hold. Um, all the plans we made going to China, they are now just waiting to, yeah, when we know better what is the new situation. So at this moment, there are no new plans. Um, but because my foundation, Global Village, was nomadic for 10 years, I started my own gallery because I needed a place of my own to really build up. Because when you are nomadic, every time you come to a new city and you have to build up again relationship with the press, relationship with the audience. And after 10 years, I wanted to build on something and not every time new.
Have
So
your own space.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm focusing on now. I started in January 2019, my own gallery, Playroom, in Zaandam, and that is about 8 kilometers north of Amsterdam. And every month we have a new group exhibition with about 8 to 10 artists, not only from the Netherlands, but from China or from Africa or from the US. So international art exhibition, and all the time around a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So yes, yeah, two things, your organization and about Playroom.
Um, well, Playroom. What I like about Playroom, and that's also what is in the name Playroom.
Now,
I
why
like,
why the name Playroom? I have been thinking of asking that why Playroom?
yeah. Well, because in the city where I'm living, um, if you say gallery, the golden frame, it doesn't work here. Or something with the title art, it doesn't work. It is very a labor city, so industry labor city. But why I choose the name Playroom is that I like it when I can give artists the opportunity to experiment and to play with form, with media, and with concepts. So I give artists their freedom to play. Myself, I can play with exhibition concepts. just to see what is working, what is not working. How can I attract audience and collectors? So I also playing, and what I hope is that the audience, when they come, they feel free and they start also playing in their head and maybe interactive with an artist or whatever is going on in the gallery. So I wanted to keep it playful. That's why playroom.
Oh, that's good. That sounds good. So, about your organization, I think it's, yeah. Do you mean with that the Stichting White Cube?
Yeah, Stichting White Group, that is the organization with which I did the Global Village exhibitions. And that is now 10 years old. Um, and the last thing we did was a big art show with 100 female artists. And they came
Yeah,
from
know that.
all kinds of countries, China, Iraq, Argentina, you name it. So that was really a big art show. And now we just, well, we were planning to go to China. Maybe it happens now in 2022. And we are now thinking new ideas, how to continue in the next 10 years, how to grow and develop our ideas.
That's good. So about Global Village,
Yeah.
people, a lot of Pakistani artists and audience and my friends and colleagues and social circle have attended that. Global Village was an amazing show for on. In fact, it's better that I want you to tell about us about the Global Village that connected so many countries and so many people together on one day. So
Yeah,
that show was. Can you explain the whole concept and everything so those who are watching and those who don't know they would know about it as well?
yeah. Well, the name Global Village already gives a hint about what is very important in this show. The world is very small, and now with airplanes, so I wanted the Global Village to represent all the artists from each part of the world. So not only have a Western view on well today's issues, but also have the viewpoint from Africa or from Asia or from the Americas. So I found it very important that all the time we had, because it was 65 artists each 2 years, to have a contemporary topic. Could be climate change, could be immigration, and then to have the viewpoints from all the different continents. And I think that is interesting for the audience to see how people are looking at certain items from these different backgrounds. And what was very important, I did my best to get all the artists present at the exhibition so they could meet each other and really have this cultural exchange.
Okay. And that was for International Human Rights Day, right?
That was the global videos. Global videos, that was for International Human Rights Day. And with that, it was very simple idea. I asked all the video artists that I've met, and over the years, of course, I knew lots of artists from around the world. And I asked them to send in a video about human rights. And so we got them from everywhere. And I made a selection, about 28 videos, the short ones. And then I contacted all the curators that I knew, also around the world, and asked them if they could show these videos around 10 December when it is International Human Rights Day for free to their audiences. And so it was a very low budget project. I, via internet, got all the videos and then I spread it around. And around 10 December, there were different venues around the world that showed those 28 videos. And that was a really lovely project. And yeah,
It
very
was.
low budget, but thanks to internet, it was possible.
It was, and the videos were also amazing. The work you had received, it was amazing as well. So, I mean, do you have any plans for doing global videos again?
Um, Not directly. Global videos. Um, there were plans for this year to really be to incorporate it in a human rights festival,
Hmm.
but because of Corona, that is cancelled, and we don't know if next year they do it, try to do it again. But that to get it in that kind of festival with really lots of other artists and ideas about human rights, that would really lift our project to a next level. And I always find it important that ideas and projects that they grow, that you don't repeat yourself the whole time, but that there is
Hmm.
some development. And at this moment, there was no new development for the global videos. So I'm waiting for that. When I know how to grow with that project and idea, then we start again.
Yeah, that sounds promising. So, how is the art scene in Netherlands? I mean, I'm talking about generally before COVID happened. So,
Yeah,
how does it happen? What kind of art do artists mostly exhibit?
yeah. But what I try to do, because Amsterdam is very close by, just 8 kilometers, and there you have all the fancy galleries with the high value art. And what I try to do is really to difference myself from what's happening in Amsterdam. So um, I'm, I would say that I'm more of a combination between gallery and project room. So I show art that is commercially not interesting, like videos, like installations. Next to that, I have artworks that are more commercially interesting,
Mm-hmm.
painting or sculptures, and all the time with a theme that is about what's happening in society today. So it is not like a nice decoration, our art. No, it is really outspoken. For example, I had an exhibition that was about the growing far right movement, not only in the Netherlands but around the world. So in one art show, I addressed the extreme right movement, and um, now I get visitors to the gallery, not only from Zaandam, but also from outside Zaandam, because
Mm-hmm.
is something that they don't see in galleries in Amsterdam or the cities where they are living. And that is, I find that important. That and that's also again back to the name playroom. Um, we can really experiment with this, and we can really show different kinds of art. And but really statement about the time we are living in, and to show the real power of art, that it is more than just decoration. Because I really love it when I meet an artist that has so much to say, and that is so inspiring. I also remember when I saw you for the first time with your paintings, there was so much story behind your paintings, and it made it so powerful. That is what inspires me, and that is what I want to do in public.
Because what I have seen is mostly by European artists and the other exhibition that you curated, island hopping, right? That's how you pronounce it. So I
Yeah,
saw a lot of island. How do you say it in Dutch? Island hopping.
Eiland hopper, yeah. That is a phrase from the tourist industry, and that is basically when you go to the in Greece, you have many islands, so you go from one island to the next. And in that exhibition where I met you, It was in the summer, and it was a large industrial space, and I created these small islands so that the visitor would go from one island with this artist to the next island with that artist, and that was the name Island Ping.
Oh,
That
that's nice. So if in the last for our audience from Pakistan, and there are a lot of artists as well. So if they want to approach European or Dutch art scene, so do you have any tips for them? How should they approach, and what kind of niche is this? What should they do?
well, I have been working with different artists from Pakistan, not only with you, but also with others. And what is easy to do. Uh, People can contact me, and then I have a look at the work, and maybe I can show it in the Netherlands. Um, and then just be authentic, and don't think about what somebody might or want to see from art in another country. So don't make work especially for the Western market, because what is interesting for me as a Western curator is when I have, for example, Pakistan art, that I can really get a taste of your culture and the richness of your culture. The same if I see an artist from Nigeria, I want to get a taste from their culture, and so don't make works that relates to international market, but keep it authentic, keep it to yourself. That would be my advice.
That's a very good advice. That's the how what you need to be original and to be authentic, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jeroen. It was amazing to talk to you, and thank you so much for talking about and telling us about your work. I will be sharing all the links, guys, on about his YouTube channel. Oh yeah, you have YouTube channel as well, so do
Yeah,
subscribe to him
I
as well. I
found
forgot the
during
YouTube channel.
the
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, we are
during
new.
the
We are
lockdown.
curators. We are new to this. Exactly. So, what's your channel ID?
Yeah, well, when you see my name, um, with that you can find me.
It's the same
on,
name.
yeah, and with that you can find me on YouTube, and you can also try with a curator reviews. And during the lockdown, I started making these YouTube movies in which I review an artwork or an artist and make short videos about that. And every 2 to 3 days, I upload a new one. And yes, follow me, and you can contact me, whatever. And thank you for this invitation for the interview. I really enjoyed it. And,
You're most welcome. Is this the correct name? I have posted your name here so people can see.
with double A.
Oh,
So
okay.
the
Sorry.
double
I
A.
will edit it. So, yeah,
Yeah,
PA. Yes, exactly. So, guys, here is a channel,
yeah,
his channel about his work in Netherlands, which is in Europe. So that's a different West, as we call it. And then you have to subscribe to two channels: his channel from Netherlands and my channel from
yeah.
Pakistan. Thank you so much, Haroon, for coming today and for your time and everything. And I wish you all the best. And we have seen a lot of some of the people know you from Global Village, global videos. They have loved the videos, and I got a lot of good response. And hopefully, when things get settled, so we will have more of your projects, and for more work and more screenings on all of that. I'm here from Pakistan for you, and whenever you are visiting, you just be my guest.
Okay, I keep on that. Because I
I
look
live by
forward
the
to.
beach. I live by the beach, so I will show you a good Pakistan.
Okay, yeah. Because I really look forward that we can travel again, and then I would like to see you and meet you in Karachi. That
Sure, sure. That would be great. I can't wait for that day.
yeah,
So take care of yourself and everyone. This is going to be posted on my channel, Mehreen Hashmi MH, and it's a
yeah,
series called Behind the Art Scene. So there is another curator from very far away and from a different niche. And I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a lot if you are an artist and otherwise as well. So Don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting every week. I will see you soon. Take care and much love.